Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about the production methods that suitable for the manufacturer. Okay, based on the type of your product or what are you making. So there are three basic um, production methods that we're going through today. Okay, there are three. The first one is job production. We have mass production and batch. So we need to know the definition, we need to know the advantage and disadvantage, and also we need to know which production method is suitable for each industry manufacturer. And then these are the learning objectives. Okay, the first one is we need to know the strategy important for each process selection. And then the influence that the process selection to the organization or to the manufacturer. And then we're going to describe the basic processing type. So first we're going to look at the job shop, or also known as one of production. The keyword that you need to look for is the to make a one at a time product. So you have to do it one by one, and for sure it's going to be a very slow process and exactly to customer specification, in which each product is different from the other because it based on the customer design or customer specification or customer order. So it's not going to be the same for each product. The other production method is the mass production. When we talk about mass, it will definitely involve with a high volume. Okay? So it's a type of process that operates continually to produce a very high volume of a fully standardized product. Standardized product means that the most of the product look like look same and maybe it's almost identical. Okay, and it actually top shop is the opposite of mass production. Okay? If you can see the keyword for the job shop is one at a time and the mass is high volume. And for the product, the job shop is based on the customer specification, but for mass is fully standardized product. And the third one is the batch production. And the keyword that you have to look for is to produce a small quantity in a group of batches based on the customer order or specification. So if you can see, actually batch is in between the job shop and the mass production. Okay, the keyword are small quantity, a group of batches based on customer order and specification. Let's look at the job production. Okay, the job production is mostly often associated with a small firm, okay, small factory. For example, furniture maker. Furniture maker in this case is the specialized furniture maker, okay, or the old school furniture maker, not the one like IKEA. Okay, IKEA is more on the mass production furniture maker. And building a factory is considered as a job shop because you make it one at a time and also installing machinery in the factory. And easy to remember, you can use tailor as the job shop example, okay, because you send you if you want to make a pants, okay, so you can go to the tailor and the tailor will take your measurement and sometimes you can give what kind of design that you want to have on your pants, so your pants is different from the other customer because it's specialized or customized. Okay, the tailor. Okay, so it's very unique. Each product is not the same. And we look at the advantages. So the first thing is very high quality. If you compare the pants that made by the tailor is more higher quality. Okay, and also it's high cost per unit also because if you compare the price, usually the price that the pants that made by the tailor is higher than the one that you bought in the store. Okay, and then we can see that customization, this is specialized for job shop. Each product is different and then it's very flexible in which you can change the design. Okay, maybe during you can call up your tailor and say that, oh, I need to put another pocket, okay, at your pants so it can be changed easily. And then workers easily motivated due to high labor skill, in which we know that who made the pants. Okay, for the people will know, will give compliment to your pants. That, wow, this is a very nice pants. So who made it for you? So you say, oh, I have a tailor. So we can know who made it, and people can easily recognize and the person feel easily motivated because they know that he the one who made the pants. Okay, and these are the advantages in which we know that it's a very slow processing time because you have to do one at a time, and it's required a very high skill. Okay, for example, the tailor need the skill for sewing, for cutting. Okay, and high cost per unit, like I mentioned earlier, because you need to finish up one by one. Okay, and the complex planning. Okay, next is the mass production. It's also known as flow production, repetitive production, series production, or serial production. All of these have the same meaning of the mass production. Okay, mass means high volume, okay, and fully standardized. So most of the product uh, is the same. Okay. Example here, it's from fluids to handle in bulk like food, canned food. We have bottles and so many other things. And also we have a big thing such as household appliances, okay, TV, handphones, and automobile. Uh, for example, cars. Okay, they are all in the mass production. So for example, okay, this is a kind of Coke. Okay, they're making Lego here and then making cars and then electronic parts. And we can see that it's involved with the automation. They have the conveyor belt, they have robots here, they have other machine to help them in the making the product. Okay, let's look at the advantage. The high volume is the main advantage here, and then productivity going to be very high. Okay, and the same machine will produce many product. And then the other one is the human error can be reduced because they are using machine, they are using automation, so less human error. And then the this one is the main one also. Okay, low unit cost because they can produce high volume, so the cost going to be low. Also, they need a low labor skill because it involves the automation. Then the disadvantage of the mass is a low flexibility in terms of design. It cannot change the design during the production because it's produced in the high volume and it's very fast. And all products produced on one production line are very identical and similar. Okay, and then high cost of downtime. It means that when one of the machine break down, so the whole line going to be stopped. Okay, so it's going to cost high because they have to make sure the breakdown can be solved very fast so that they can continue making the product. Okay, all right. This is the batch. A batch, we know that it's a small quantity in a group of batches, again based on customer or specification. Okay, same as job shop. And it's always involved with the workstation, and it's involved with the factory that makes seasonal item. Okay, maybe a clothing item. Maybe when during winter they have a jacket, and during summer they have more like a lighter type of clothing. And also product that is difficult to forecast. For example, easy to remember is bakery. Okay, they have a batch of cakes, batch of breads. It depends on the type. And also sports shoes depends on the design. And then we have ink, so okay, paints. We have blue paint, green paints, and so on. Easy to remember is the cake. Okay? This is an example. Here is the batch of cake, batch of here also we have paint. Okay, we start with the lighter paint, and then we go to darker, and then shoes, maybe black shoes. Then after that, blue shoes. So that's kind of the batch production. So the advantage of the batch is to reduce initial capital investment, in which you just buy one equipment for for the line, and it can change into different batch. For example, you can change the flavor of the cake, okay, from the fruit cake to chocolate cake, using the same machine and oven. And then the second one is the reduced total loss. For batch, if they have a defect in one batch, they just throw the whole batch. Okay? But imagine you have defect in the mass, in which involve with high volume, you have to discard the whole volume. Okay, it's going to be a big total loss for mass production if they found a defect compared to batch. Just throw the whole batch. Okay, flexible. It can change easily and mostly moderate volume and moderate labor skill. And then for the downtime, batch need to change. Okay, maybe they change from, especially for the cake, they change the flavor. They need to wash the mixer here. Okay, they need to wash it. So they need to to do some light washing or cleaning. And then the setup time, so every time you change the batch, maybe you need to reconfigure again the machine, you need to test the starting batch and all that. All right, and then next, these are the example. Okay, the other example that, again, this is a summarize of the type processing. Okay, so repetitive and continuous is considered as a mass. Okay. And don't forget the service. Service also we can categorize as the three: job shop, batch, and mass. So for job shop, we can see here, for example, if emergency room in the hospital, okay, the repair of appliances is considered job shop because you go one at a time. Okay, and then for the batch is the classroom lecture in the university or in the school. It should depends on the each class. And then we have for the mass, for the service, we have the automatic car wash and also water purification. And these are the example of the question that can be asked during the test or during the examination. For example, describe the batch process. So the keyword for batch is the small quantity made into batches with the customer specification or order. Then you give two advantage and disadvantage of the batch. And then for mass production, if we define, the keyword is a high volume, continuous, and standardized product. Okay. The advantages of mass product is mostly on the cost. Okay, low cost per unit and low labor skill. Compare the characteristic of job and mass in terms of price per unit. Okay, if we compare job and mass in terms of price per unit, we can see that the price per unit for job is higher. Okay, and the price per unit for mass is lower because it produces in the high volume. For labor skill, job shop is high labor skill. Okay, and mass you just need a low labor skill because mostly you use automation. And for processing time, we can say the job have a slow processing time, and for math, they have a very fast processing time. And then the fourth one is the 3 days advantages of job shop. It is the three advantages that we can think of. The first one is about the unit cost. So the unit cost for the job shop is too high. Okay? And then labor. We need to find a labor with a very high skill. And then the third one is the processing time. Processing time for the job shop is very slow. These are the three advantages of job shop. Okay, I hope you understand. We go through the three production process or three production method in which we have the first one is job shop, we have the mass, and also we have the batch. Right. See you again. Thank you.